Hey, my name is David Young. I'm the pastor of Alliance Bible Church, and this is Carlos Gabon. Him and his wife Ruth are the pastors at Templo Emmanuel in Old Baytown, a wonderful Spanish church that has been doing amazing work since the flood hit. They took in evacuees. They've converted over to a distribution center. And for the last week, they've been serving this community. Hundreds of people every single day, giving them food, giving them clothes, giving them diapers, giving them everything they've needed to just survive. So I'm just so thankful that we had a friendship and a relationship. Our churches been working together, and now that's sort of blossoming into something else.
We had one of the young men that was doing security. He came to the feet of Christ through this moment. I think that was the most worth it. That, you know, he told me he needed like a father figure, and he needed to know who Christ was, and through the midst of all this, he saw Christ.
Wow.
He saw God hugging him and embracing him. So that's a big one for me. Winning one soul for Christ in the middle of all this. So it's been impacting and touching. Also, we had our leaders were being touched, because as food was coming and they were seeing that the food was coming, they were kind of getting scared because there was no food and the water was running out.
You're telling everybody to come to us, hey, we're going to help you out, and then it's all disappearing.
And it's going, and suddenly they keep saying, well, Pastor, and this is their own testimony, saying, hey, Pastor, 10 minutes later we saw water coming out of nowhere. And so they were asking like for forgiveness, but I told them this is a learning curve. This is for us to understand that God doesn't stay with anything. Our God is a mighty God, and He's going to come through in those moments that we think that He's not going to come through. He comes on a perfect time. So we've seen a lot of testimonies.
Do you see anybody like kind of come in a way that shocked you or humbled? Where they kind of come into you, they're in a point of need?
Well, we saw a family that one broke my heart.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids were on diapers. Walking in here, they lost everything. They picked up bags and bags of clothes, and she came up, she cleaned on top of me, and she started crying, and she said, thank you for doing this for me. And I told her, I didn't do that. And it's just God through us, being His feet, being His arms, being His heart, and that's what we did, open our doors to be a blessing. And you get the tough stories, and also you get the stories that just break your heart. What you guys are doing, I know we're all working together, but what you guys doing means a lot as a pastor, because I mean, we don't have the resources to do what you guys could do, and
we don't have the manpower and the resources to do what you're doing. So the message I think I'm trying to share is that churches are helping churches, and neighbors are helping neighbors. It's really the way in which we're going to get through this. Yes, Christ is being claimed and proclaimed, and people will come to know Christ. That is on our hearts. But right now, we're the tangible hands and feet of Jesus. For people who may not know Him, they know that they're being blessed by Jesus' church. Some of those are Christian Missionary Alliance churches. Some of those churches are not. Temple Emmanuel is not, but it's they love Jesus, and we're working together.